Hey, good afternoon, Vegas approach, Southwest 1738, checking in level 12, 12,230 inbound from the west, so we're going to be on the Vegas 6 arrival. We have information, Bravo.
That's a negative, Charlie.
Confirm we're on Vegas approach 28.3, we're just inbound from the east.
Once again, Charlie, that is still a negative.
Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here exactly. We're just, we're handed over this frequency, we're just checking in 12, 12,000. I'm not sure what you're saying, -2. We're just going to be requesting radar vector assistance on our arrival into Las Vegas. We do have information, Bravo, on board.
We are not clear, Charlie. We are very busy. The place is just filled up. You know, there's planes, chock-a-block, and Yan'an, up Yan'an, just everywhere.
Okay. I don't understand any of those phrases, but are you saying this is a international airport, so it's supposed to be busy? That's kind of your job, is to sort that out and vector aircraft in. Can we possibly get in on that sequencing? Because we're not planning a diversion, because there's no reason to, as far as the weather goes or anything else.
We will switch from a negative to an affirmative in about 7 hours.
Okay, well, that's going to be an issue for us then, because we are arrival time of about 10 minutes. So if you're going to say that we're not able to land, we will not hesitate to declare an emergency because of fuel on board, and you will have no choice but to bring us in to land.
I told him my supervisor, Charlie. He informs me there's a nice wee field off in the east. If you just land there, emergency landing there, should be fine and dandy. Over.
I have just about absolutely no clue of what you're talking about. Are you saying when you refer to field, are you talking about another airport that you're going to divert us to, or are you talking about a literal field?
As I said before, Charlie, we're chock-a-block up Yan'an, full of Yan'an.
Yeah, I heard that. And I still don't understand what that means. I'm just requesting. This is an international airport. Traffic, should not be that insane that you're not able to handle one aircraft. You've known that we were going to be arriving because we have a scheduled block. Please let me finish my statement real quick before you proceed. You do, because I'm on an IFR flight plan. So you have my scheduled arrival. If we could get that arrival, please. We're at 12,000 feet, approaching the airport now, just about 30 miles out. We're going to request lower immediately so we can begin a descent.
Well, Charlie, I'm looking at my schedule. We've got about 10 other unscheduled flights, trying to make contact with my colleagues. It seems Jeff, who organizes these schedules, has fucked up.
If you can refer to us by our call sign, this is Southwest 1738.
Jeff.
That's great. We're Southwest 1738, if you could refer to us as that, and we'd just like to request a lower altitude at this point. We're going to need to begin our descent to land at the airport. And that landing is not optional. I don't care how blocked up my NAN or whatever you were saying before the airport is, we're going to need to land.
Please do not talk back to me, Charlie. This is my first day on the job. I am a temp. I'm just trying to figure out the ropes.
Okay, well, sir, first off, I am not talking back to you. You're the one that was referring to the airport as being shoved up my NAN. So I believe you were the one that was talking back to me. But regardless, I'm also very concerned. I don't know why you're the first day on the job for an air traffic controller at an international airport the size of Las Vegas. If maybe you could get your supervisor to handle us, or someone else to vector us in, but we're going to need those radar vectors. We have the airport centered at 12 o'clock now, requesting lower altitude, Southwest 1738.
My supervisor has now arrived. Supervisor Matt, could you please help out?
Okay, again, I don't need to know any first names. I appreciate the supervisor, but you've talked about Matt and Jeff. That's really irrelevant. If we could just be professional here. You will be Las Vegas Tower. I will be Southwest 1738.
Seems to be the problem myself.
Yeah, we're checking in now at 12,000 feet, approaching the airport, 220 knots. We're just requesting vector assistance for our arrival. If we could please receive that, thank you.
This is McDonald's.
Okay, if we could be handed off to the appropriate supervisor and not someone that's just here to troll and say nonsense on the frequency. Southwest 1738, please.
It appears that my supervisor is also first day on the job.
And that's literally impossible, because a supervisor would not be a supervisor if he hasn't been there for a while. It's going to require more than 1 day of experience.
Well, you know how we do things here.
Apparently I don't, but I do now, and it appears that you do things as an utter shit show, because we're still at 12,000 feet now, just about to overfly the airport entirely. We haven't got a lower altitude. We're going to be requesting that immediately for Southwest 1738.
Southwest 38.
Yeah, 1738. Yes.
1738.
Yeah.
It appears you are fucked. I don't know what is going on. My supervisor is incompetent and incapable of informing me of things. I'm just gonna have to tell you to land in the field east of our airport, and just good luck to you, sir.
Okay, sir, after hearing that, I believe I'm borderline about to have a brain aneurysm. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear majority of that. Again, we're just requesting a lower altitude. I don't need to know any more first names of controllers. If you could literally just give us a lower altitude than 12,000 feet so we can begin this descent, that will be step one.
11,000
Hopefully,
feet.
11,000 feet?
Yep.
Okay, down to 11,000 feet for Southwest 1738. That's at least some slight bit of progress that we've made. Okay, that's, sure, you're hearing some weird noises on the frequency, and it's also kind of, I'm not hearing any other aircraft. You're saying the airport's so busy, but I haven't heard very many of the aircraft thus far, so,
well,
you offer an explanation
it appears
for
I
that.
cannot see any aircraft on the track, on the runway,
You didn't just say the track. I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say the track.
It is my first day on the job. Please bear with me.
Okay, right, but you could ask a toddler the difference between a track and a runway. One is for trains, one is for planes. That's pretty straightforward. We have arrived at 11,000 feet. Pardon you. If we could request a lower altitude at this point. Thank you, Southwest 1738.
Supervisor.
Okay, I don't know why you're trying to contact your supervisor through the radio. If he's in the same tower, you could just kind of get his attention otherwise.
I am. I'm calling out to him. Supervisor.
What?
Hey, mate.
What?
What? Can he like lower down a bit? Like, can he do that?
I mean, request a lower altitude is how you would typically say it.
I don't have that on my call sign. If I was used to use my call signs, it would be drop your nan.
Are you guys stoned? I'm just gonna straight up ask. Are you guys stoned currently?
No, we're just American.
Well, that also doesn't seem to be the case because I'm hearing an accent. But regardless of any of this, if we could get a lower altitude. Well, at this point, we have entirely overflown the Las Vegas airport. We're gonna need to sort of head out a bit and then make a 180 to return to the airport. If we could get a lower altitude, please.
Yeah, lower altitude, 9,000 feet.
Okay, 9,000. We're making progress. We've now been cleared to descend another 2,000 feet, which is marginal again, but it's some form of progress. So down to 9,000 for Southwest 1730.
It appears the runway is clear, but according to the machine in front of me, the radar is full.
The radar. Not sure what that means by the runway is full, but if the airport is clear, then I assume we'll be able to receive our radar vectors. So that's good news. Thank you, Southwest 1738.
Southwest 1738, you are clear for landing, although there's a shit show of paperwork for you at landing in terms of legalities of landing on a technically full runway. You are clear for landing.
Okay, and I have no idea what anything about the paperwork refers to, but as far as the landing clearance, what runway would that be?
2.
I don't believe there's runway 2 at Las Vegas, but you would be more well-versed in the airport layout than I would. So for the time being, we'll say, Roger, they were clear to land runway 2 in Las Vegas, Southwest 1738. Thank you.
Can we do it for like spray paint? I need like a big ass 2 on the runway, like stat.
Yeah, you transmitted that. We've checked our diagram. We have a runway 1. There's runway 1 left and 1 right. You've said runway 2. So you can't really do a 1 left plus a 1 right doesn't equal runway 2. It still has to be one or the other. So disregarding the whole spray paint conversation that I just heard, if we could get a clearance on one of those runways, thank you.
Southeast.
Nope, Southwest, definitely not Southeast. That is not an airline. Southwest, yes.
I have you on the computer, on the schedule. We've got a radar, and I've got a wee computer here where I do my wee scheduling. It appears that Samson is out on the field now. He's now riding the 2 in. You are clear to land on 2, runway 2, aka to yourself as 1 right.
Sir, if I have to listen to much more of this, I may as well just cut the engines and plummet it in the ground out here because this is getting absolutely ridiculous. We're going to turn inbound and we're going to continue our approach. We're going to assume that we don't have a landing clearance at this point, but if you guys could collectively get your shit together at some point between now and the time that we land, we would like to receive a proper landing clearance for Southwest 1738.
Well, you have been cleared. 22, runway 2. You're all clear.
Okay, yeah, now you just said runway 22, so we have...
I do have a stutter.
And that should be a very disqualifying factor for an air traffic controller, but for now we'll continue on the approach for runway 2, I guess. We'll say that for now, Southwest 1738.
Southwest 1738. You for clearance to land in the pristine new runway 2. That is a negative.
And that made absolutely no sense. If you could try that one again, please rephrase it entirely differently so it might have some sort of meaning. Thank you.
Southwest 1738. I am sick of your attitude towards me. I am trying my best as a new worker here. Over.
Okay, well, with all due respect, which at this point is about none, we're going to overrule your denial of a landing clearance. We have extended the gear at this point. We're continuing inbound towards Las Vegas. We are moments away from declaring an emergency because we're going to insist on a landing clearance here, Southwest 1738.
You are all clear, Southwest 1738. You are all clear for landing on runway 2.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. We are clear to land, runway 2, Southwest 1738. Okay, 1738, we're aligned with the runway. Can we get a simple wind check, please, before touchdown? Just a simple wind check.
Southwest 1738. There appear to be very light winds of about I don't know. Hey.
Okay, just forget it. Because forget it. Because we're literally over the numbers at the point. The wind check would not help us at all. I knew I shouldn't have even bothered asking. Southwest 1738.
Supervisor Matt. Supervisor Gordon. Southwest 1738 appears my supervisor is on lunch break.
Typically, I would be outraged by something like that, but at this point, I'm not even surprised. We have touchdown on runway left. We'll be vacating to the right side. If we could finally just get taxi clearance to the ramp, I would give you the gate that we are assigned to, but I'm pretty sure you will have no idea what to do, even if we gave you that information. So, if we could get any type of taxi instruction to the ramp, Southwest 1738 is clear of runway 1 left.
Southwest 1738, you're all clear for whichever gate you choose. We have Jeff running down towards the gates to try and figure out where you're going.
Okay, I don't really need anybody running anywhere. We see the gates in front of us. If you could just say that we get taxied to the one of our choosing, and we would be able to do that without Jeff or Greg or whoever the fuck running around the gate area. Thank you.
Southwest 1738, yeah, you're all clear for any gate of your choosing.
Okay, roger that. That's all you had to say in the first place, Southwest 1738.
Southwest 1738, you're all clear for radio silence.
Okay, we did not at all need clearance for that, but I guess we are clear for radio silence. That's the first time I've ever been issued that sort of a clearance.
Gordon, I got it. Gordon, I did it. I landed my first plane.
Hey guys, Air 5 Pringle 65 here. You already know, but we got merch available at the link in the description. If you're interested, check it out. If not, I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. You guys need to check in immediately. Mike Alpha Lima, hold short for the crossing 7-4. Jesus Christ, you almost just got trampled. Sorry about that. Captain Jackass has to get a move on it. Mike Alpha Lima, you can cross 1